Recording is going.
Okay. So we have a handout we're giving everybody, so if you didn't get one, when Kaylee gets back, just raise your hand, we'll get that to you, so. Oh man, it's super quiet in here now, I don't want
You're supposed to be talking.
give me a second, all right? I gotta warm up to it. I think there was 26 or 27 on the sign-in sheet. What's that? How's everyone's day?
Great.
I don't care about you, Tim. Trying to.
Yeah,
keep
exactly.
on the-
Complaining about sitting, things to be stupid.
Well, it's a yoga pose and Todd knows it. It's Shavasana. You just lay there. Close your eyes. Oh, back, of course. Yeah, yeah.
Just
Just don't think,
whichever way you feel, left side, right side.
just a couple handouts is all we're doing. I can go ahead and get started if, yeah, that one.
You guys need some of that one over there? Or they have one?
Oh, okay. We can go ahead and get, I didn't know if everybody got one, so. All right, so my name is Jacob. I'm the wellness coach, personal trainer here on campus. Gonna be doing get back to active basic exercises to get your body moving. Obviously it's winter and no one wants to do anything outside, so maybe we can do things inside to kind of keep us from getting restless and hopefully just get us up and moving around, so. All right. 86% of Americans, or I guess American employees have jobs requiring them to sit for long periods of time. To your typical 9 to 5 position. So sitting affects your posture, mental health, and stress levels. May also be a contributing factor in certain medical issues, like cardiovascular disease, carpal tunnel. So we obviously want to prevent that kind of thing from happening. So 5 health risks of desk jobs. Big ones are bacteria and germs. So if you don't actively clean your keyboard or your mouse, that's where a lot of germs can get picked up at. The computer blue light, it obviously can affect your eyesight. So they do have glasses out there that are non-prescription that you can get for, I wear them, for example, on Amazon for like 20 bucks. So they just help keep your eyes happy, healthy, and you don't have to go see the eye doctors often. So posture problems, snack liabilities. That's a big one for me. The cafeteria is my second office. So I'm in there quite often. And then mental fatigue. So we just want to kind of keep those at bay, if you will. Continuing that, after 2 weeks of sitting for more than 6 hours, it increases your fatty triglyceride molecules, increases your LDL, which everyone knows is your bad cholesterol. HDL is your happy or healthy cholesterol levels. Muscle can begin to atrophy, or you can just lose muscle. And then you can maximum, well, I guess it is a negative, but it can minimum or maximize your oxygen consumption can drop. After 1 year of sitting for more than 6 hours, it increases weight gain, your high cholesterol again, and then you can lose up to 1% of your bone mass. So we want to prevent that. Let's see. After 10 to 20 years, or more of sitting for more than 6 hours a day. It also increases your heart disease by 64%, increases risk of posture or prostate and breast cancer up to 30%, which I'm sure is on the rise. So what can we do? Big one is get up and move every hour. We had a big push. If you sit for 60, make sure you get up and move around for 3 minutes, and then also make sure you're keeping up on hydration as well. So if you don't have a water bottle or you can't get to a water bottle, just make sure you go and get some water while you're getting up and moving around. Or you can just increase your physical activity by 30 minutes a day. We have an awesome walk wellness trail hall. We have our hallways that you can walk around. Posted around some corners, some stairways, you'll notice some exercises. So if you're shy, find a corner to kind of do those exercises in, but they're extremely not very like physically demanding, but they do kind of increase your caloric burn. They just kind of help you move around and get some of that exercise in. You can park near the back of the parking lot. Not ideal right now, but it just helps get your steps in, kind of elevates our heart rate. Stand up to visit the file cabinet instead of rolling your chair. Walk over and talk to a coworker instead of email or call. Take the scenic route to the bathroom instead of the most direct. So locker rooms down the hall. If you're at HU or HIM and everything, you can walk down the hall. I know it's not ideal for time, but at least get you up and moving around a little bit more. And then the big one, take stairs instead of the elevators. So don't want to harp on that, but it's kind of obvious, but sometimes you don't think about it. If you have a few couple minutes to spare, just remember to try to take the stairs instead of the elevator. So let's see, it also increases circulation. So if you get numbness or tingling in your toes or fingertips, getting up and moving around will help kind of keep that circulation going around. Obviously strengthens muscle mass, lean muscle mass. It obviously just keeps your balance and flexibility in check. Memory recall, reduces pain just because you're getting that circulation through. Obviously helps improve posture and everything. And reduces fatigue or feeling of fatigue or obviously tiredness. So again, when we're kind of sitting for 60 minutes, we want to get up and move around for 3, maybe a little bit more if we can. All right, so now we're going to get, if you want to participate, you can. Not everyone has the ability to, but if you want, you can. Or I can take some volunteers. So you can either raise your hand or we can all stand up or stay seated, whatever you want to do. But we'll do some of these exercises. They can be in moderation. You don't have to go 12 to 15 reps. Or if you just don't want to participate at all, you don't have to. But these are seated or standing calf raises. So you can, you don't have to. It's, I'm not, it's not
pressure now.
Yeah, I mean, All right, so if for more balance and stability, if your balance and stability is not the greatest, you can grab the back of your chair and then you're flat-footed and all you're doing is being on the balls of your toes. So you're going to go up, a good squeeze, feel that calf muscle activate, and then go back down. Now it says 12 to 15. Go until you're happy, I guess, or don't get a calf cramp. All right, that's where hydration comes in. So good. Any questions on calf raises? Pretty self-explanatory, I think. All right, great. All right, so this is going to be a big one. Okay, a wall sit. Now, if you want, your chair does not count. You cannot sit back down in your chair for it to count as a wall sit. All right. So if you want to, you can find the exterior walls. Again, you don't have to, but it says to sit like you're in a chair, sit for 30 to 60 seconds. But whoever's participating, you can go ahead and start, or I can do a timer. Go until you're happy. Tim, nice job. Proud of you, buddy. So you'll feel this above the knees. Those are your quads, back of the legs, which is your hamstrings, glutes. You might start to shake. Start standing up. You don't have to stay in that position to where you're falling down. So just be careful on that. Heart rate will start to increase. Palms might, start to get wet, knees start shaking kind of thing. So, all right. So this one will go back into your chairs. So thank God for that, all right. Everybody relax, okay? Now this one is going to be a leg extension. So if you're underneath the desk, be careful because there's kind of a crossbar underneath there, or you can like turn and face your partner or face away from your partner. But this is, you're going to basically go from a relaxed position to a flexed position to where your toes are pointing up towards the ceiling. You'll feel this in the quad, which is between the hip and the kneecap, all of that. So you can do them together or you can do them separate, but it says 15 reps. You don't have to do 15 reps, but just feel that muscle activation. That's your quad. So what's that? Oh, I mean, that'll involve your hip flexors too. That's just more intense, but you can rest your feet on the floor if you want to after going into an extension and come back. Any questions so far over anything we've covered? Okay. So so what they're talking about is if you feel a strain in your hips, those are your hip flexors, and those are just, unfortunately, they're weak because you're not used to being in that position, but you can strengthen those by keeping your legs at a flex position and then just bringing your knee up and then going back down. So that's another way you can strengthen your hip flexors. So, all right, we'll go to the next one here. All right, yay, we're back out of our chairs. Or you can say it, I don't care. I'm going to continue. So these are basic squats. You can go from a standing position to a seated position to where you can actually physically sit back down in the chair if you want to. If you want to test your balance and stability, you can hover the seat. But the key here is not to be on your toes when you sit down. You want to be on your heels from a seated to a standing position and then back down. What that's going to do is it's going to keep the muscle at where the tension is supposed to be instead of working your joints. So it says 2 sets of 12. We're not going to do sets, but if you wanted to do like 8 to 10 reps or 8 to 100 reps, if you want to go that far. Good job. Good job.
I got it.
All right, good. All right, and we're back standing up. Okay, this is a standing hamstring curl. If you want to challenge your balance and stability, you don't have to grab the back of your chair. If your balance and stability is a little shaky, grab the back of that chair. You're going to take your right leg. Well, you're going to stand on your left, balance on your left, and you're going to be on that right toe, and you're going to take your heel and go to your butt. Curl. And then you can go back down. Hopefully you don't get a cramp in your hamstring. Make sure you're breathing. Don't hold your breath during it. So in through the nose, out through the mouth. Do 1 to infinity on your right leg and then switch over to your left if you want to. Just make sure you switch. Or
Are you supposed to be able to touch your foot?
I mean, that's just good flexibility. Yeah,
I'm not flexible.
I'm not flexible either. All right. Okay, so this is a tricep dip. So this is going to be a little bit more extreme. If you do not feel comfortable using your chair because of the distance, or I guess the lack thereof distance between like your arms where your hand placement is supposed to be, you can use the desk. Basically hip width apart for your hand position to be. The closer your butt is to the chair or table, the safer your shoulders are gonna be, the further away you are, the more it's gonna affect your shoulders, but it's a back of the arm exercise.
We get a demonstration.
Yeah. So here down, and back up. You get that there? All right. Good job. I'm proud of you. All right, so our next one is a bicep curl. So if you have preferably not like a Stanley Cup, I mean, you can use the handle, but don't tip it sideways because you're gonna lose all your water. But if you, at your desk, if you have like a resistance band or you have, I don't know, a stapler, a water bottle, a jug or something like that, you can do those curls. So it's the biceps, so it's the front part of the arm. Curl, you do that from a seated or a standing position. 12, this is suggesting 12 to 15, but you don't have to.
Is this your water bottle? Cause that would really, no wonder your biceps are so amazing.
Oh, thank you. That is my water bottle, but
You just do that all day with your water bottle.
I just curl my water bottle. That's all I do. Yay, our last one, push-ups. Now, again, this is a chest, shoulders, tricep focus exercise, core also. You can use a wall. It's safer to use a wall. Your range of motion is not as great using the wall. If you use a desk, or Tim Clauser is going to demonstrate a push-up from the floor.
Oh.
Right, okay, good, I'm proud. So that's extreme, or you can do a wall push-up for variation. So
We're
You
doing it
can-
together though.
we can, yeah, okay, yeah. So what's that? Oh, yeah, spot, yeah, do all of that. If you want to do a push-up, you can, you don't have to. But Tim,
I'll give you one.
that's fine.
You gotta do it.
Yeah.
Got a Smurf can somewhere.
There you go. That's fine. All right. You got it.
Ouch.
It's all right. He was already turned it. All right. Good job to who did it. I don't know if anybody did it or not. Good job, Tim. Proud of you. All right. So that's the exercise portion. Now we're going to get into like posture. What's right, what's wrong. We'll do some yoga from your chairs, but that's later. So good posture. Just make sure you adjust your chair height to make sure your feet, hips, and arms are at 90-degree angle. So this is a big carpal tunnel will come into play. If your shoulders are achy, feel like you got a lot of strain in your shoulders, that's where bad posture comes into. So try to have good posture. So now we're going to get into desk yoga. Focus on the shoulders, back, and neck. So we can go through these. We can look at them. It's kind of up to you. I'll leave it up there for a little bit if you want to participate in some of that. If not, after we're done, I can send it to you so you have those poses. It's kind of up to you. But these are good ones that you should do any time of day. It doesn't have to be before or after work. Literally anytime you feel it's a good brain break. Yeah, this will be on Work Vivo. So, oh, fantastic. Yes, it is.
Yeah, definitely is. Yeah.
I was happy I found that one, to be honest.
There's Phyllis.
Jim.
How do you do that upper back stretch? I'm not-
Oh, it's funny. It's not as funny as yours.
Let's see.
Certainly not as funny as.
Oh.
What's your, oh,
So you kind of back away from your desk, but you place your elbows on it and then you just shift your weight forward. And then you're, yeah, forward and down. Good. Jamie, yoga, do you, how do you perform this one? I guess I'm not entirely 100% sure on it, but.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pull your shoulder down.
Yeah.
Down and forward.
No, there.
She's got hands here. Down.
Pushing down on her elbows.
Yeah.
And then you kind of pull your shoulders forward. Pillows in your upper back.
In your upper back.
Oh, it's just a body shift then.
Happy. All right, so this is not the office, but more demonstration for yoga. Lower back, hips and legs. If you have, I think it's showing if you have wheels on your chair, just be careful if it's like flying out from underneath you on some of this. So if you can do it from, obviously the chairs you're sitting in would be best, but look through those, ask questions if you have any.
I know. What did you do, Sherry? Dangerous. Yeah.
All right, so this last page is the handout that I gave everybody. Obviously you can take those, you don't have to give them back to me. If you're looking for a good routine to just kind of get into, whether you're at home, it's the first thing you do when you get up in the morning. The benefits are extremely high with doing stretching in the morning and before you go to bed. I've had people tell me that they'll even do some of these while they're actually in bed, so they don't even have to get out of it if you don't want to. But doing these daily like stretches has just huge benefits, increases flexibility, posture, blood flow. I mean, it's just a really good way to start in your day. So, and none of these have to be like held extremely long. The only thing that I want you to take home with the handout is try not to like bob or like pulse, like don't like pulse or anything. Keep it like nice and tight, hold it for 10 to 15 to 30 seconds and then repeat those. You don't have to hold them for like 20 minutes, which would be ridiculous, but yeah, take those, keep them, use them. So, questions, concerns, comments?
You have more of those handouts.
Yeah, yep.
Tina's fault.
You're a little.
That's all right. Oh, let's just pass the blame. No big deal.
It definitely was. She told me.
I didn't tell you.
Kaylee's got extras, so if you want extras, she can hand it to you or I can, whichever, it doesn't matter to me. But obviously I'm done. So if you guys have any questions, you can stick around, ask later, or whatever your heart desires. So, but thank you for attending. I appreciate it.
The recording is going to be on WorkVivo, and then also the handout will be on WorkVivo as well.
Great.
So we're gonna find it.
Thank you. Very good. Good job. I'm proud of you.
Jerry's got a question.
Is there a starting place for that all-way trail?
There's not an official starting place. No, just start kind of wherever and then follow it. And it's either the lower level or the upper level, or you can do both together.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you for coming.
My life.
Oh. When she said that, I was just like, thank you.
Good job. All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Lunch.